Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen Hill for JustMyPicks.com, and I'll bring you a very special AFC Divisional game playoff matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed right now. Go ahead and subscribe to YouTube /JustMyPicksTV. And without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into this biggest matchup of the weekend. You're looking overall at the hot Kansas City Chiefs, who come in winners, I believe, of 11 in a row. Just looking overall at their season of how they've started, about 1-4 or 1-5, and ripping off all these wins, and you're seeing how they've done it. The Eric Berry coming back from the cancer scare. You see how Alex Smith has come back and played a pretty good season in the second half of the season. They have Houston, who is basically coming off a knee injury. He played extremely well on the Saturday division game against the Houston Texans. You look at how this team punched the Houston Texans in the mouth, and now the Kansas City Chiefs are seeming to pick up more steam as they go along. Tom Brady, the last time we saw him was getting bruised, beaten, and battered by the Miami Dolphins. And you're seeing just how that offensive line was ripped to shreds, and playing against a fast and physical defense like the Miami Dolphins. They may have underachieved this year, but seeing that pressure exposed the New England Patriots. I know Bill Belichick is the master of putting together game plans to hide weaknesses or bring out strong suits and things like this, but that eventually stops when you can no longer provide healthy bodies with similar skill sets as the guys you're losing. Julian Edelman, even though he looks on track to be back into this football game for this week, it's no guarantee he'll be back. Danny Amendola is struggling with injuries. Rob Gronkowski is still nicked up. He's playing still, and you're looking at Tom Brady with a severely sprained high ankle to where they had to yank him out of that football game because Ndamukong Suh was literally trying to end his career. You're looking just at what these teams are going to have an advantage doing. And I think that the New England Patriots are running into a buzzsaw. Andy Reid has the Kansas City Chiefs flying on all cylinders right now. He has the offense. Even though the offense didn't really have to play well against the Texans, the defense and the special teams took care of a lot of that stuff, causing 5 turnovers to Brian Hoyer. As I told you guys last week, Brian Hoyer, the situation with him and him not being there before the game was a little bit too big for him, and he choked under pressure. Kansas City Chiefs, not only did they make history as far as winning a playoff game since the 1990s, but they're firing on all cylinders. So Andy Reid knows how to manage the quarterback as far as Alex Smith. He's getting the most out of him with this West Coast offense. They're going to run the ball effectively in Kansas City, and you're looking just how this defense plays on home or on the road. Eric Berry is bringing the pop. Derek Johnson is bringing the thump. So you're looking overall at how this team's playing on offense, defense, and special teams and saying, how can you pick against them? I'm no fool. I'm picking the Kansas City Chiefs to go into New England and destroy them on national television. I think that this is going to be the undressing. This is going to be the chink in the armor that we see that the New England Patriots are finally starting to struggle, because you just cannot say the next man up, next man up, next man up. Eventually, you have to have talent on those guys on the next man up. You can have an offensive line that is playing solid in a couple of games, but eventually teams will figure out how to penetrate those things. In the NFL, you have to have pass rushers. You have to have players that can get to the quarterback. And you look at Kansas City, they have a couple of guys that are hungry, not only for a championship, but they're passionate. You got to look on the other side of that defense also for Kansas City. They have a good young cornerback that is playing outstanding. They have a lot of guys that are no names or nomads that are literally stepping up and playing at a high level. And I'm picking the Kansas City Chiefs to win this game because they are hands down better at almost every position besides the quarterback position. Tom Brady will be forced into turnovers. He will be forced to throw throws before he's ready. You're looking at a number of guys that from Kansas City can not only destroy the offensive line, but can be disruptive all game long. Bill Belichick, you can throw a stunt or you can have tight ends stay back to block or chip or things like this. But if Tom Brady doesn't have somebody to throw to that can get open, it's over with. I don't care if you're throwing to Gronk. I don't care if you're throwing to Julian Edelman. I don't care if you're throwing to Danny Amendola. It's only so much you can really do in this offense if the skill set is not good enough against the guys that you're playing if they're better than you. So I'm picking the Chiefs to win this football game in a big upset. Not many people may pick the Chiefs, but I'm picking the Chiefs. So all you Chiefs fans, all you Patriots fans, leave your comments in the comment section below. Also, check out JustMyPicks.com for all the breaking news, all the hottest updates in sports. And as always, we thank you so very much for viewing. And next week, please tune in. We'll be covering the NFC matchups and the AFC matchups for the championship rounds before the Super Bowl. So we'll see you next week. And don't forget, check out our Facebook page, Facebook.com/JustMyPicks. Thank you so very much, and we'll see you next week.